Since the first American shipments of sophisticated weapons to Ukraine, President Biden has never wavered on one prohibition. President Volodymyr Zelensky had to agree to never fire them into Russian territory, insisting that would violate Mr. Biden's mandate to avoid World War III. But the consensus around the policy is fraying. Propelled by the State Department, there is no vigorous debate inside the administration over relaxing the ban to allow the Ukrainians to hit missile and artillery launch sites over the border in Russia, targets that Mr. Zelensky says have enabled Moscow's recent territorial gains. White House and national security correspondent for the New York Times, David Senja, wrote. It was reported a proposal praised by Secretary of State Antony Blinken after sobbing visit to Kiev last week is still in the formative stage, and it's not clear how many of his colleagues among Mr. Biden's inner circle have signed on. It has not yet been formally presented to the president, who has traditionally been the most cautious, officials said. State Department spokesman Matthew Miller declined to comment on the internal deliberation over Ukraine policy, including Mr. Blinken's report after his return from Kiev. Now the pressure is mounting on the United States to help Ukraine target Russian military sites, even if Washington wants to maintain its ban on attacking oil refineries and other Russian infrastructure with American-provided arms. Britain, usually in lockstep with Washington's war strategy, has quietly lifted its own restrictions, so that its Storm Shadow cruise systems can be used to target Russia more broadly. The British Foreign Secretary David Cameron, a former Prime Minister, said during a visit to Kiev ahead of Mr. Blinken's that Ukraine absolutely has the right to strike back at Russia. The United States is now considering training Ukrainian troops inside the country rather than sending them to a training ground in Germany. That will require putting American military personnel in Ukraine, something else that Mr. Biden has prohibited until now. It raises the question how the United States will respond if the trainers, who would likely be based near the western city of Lvov, came under attack. The Russians have periodically targeted Lvov, so it's distant from the main areas of combat.